Welcome to Weekly Meeple Chat, Week 4, and the next game for this week is Noah. And the question that we're going to answer is, did Noah use ferries?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But you're going to find out how it has to do with the game. So I'm David, and this is Julie.
I'm Julie.
So let's talk about the game a little bit.
Okay.
So it came out in 2012. It's ages 7 and up, 2 to 5 players, 30 minutes. It's rated 6.5 out of 10. I think it's because not a lot of people own this game yet. Or it's because it's more of a children's game, and people on Board Game Geek tend to want more complicated games. The overall rank is 2,307 out of over 15,000 games. Its family rank is 612 out of over 1,600 games. So again, I think if more people own it, it would probably get a higher rank. So let's take a look at how you play.
Okay, I like this part.
All right, so what you do, you set up the board here, and on the Noah's trying to get animals off the island onto 5 different ferries.
Aren't they arcs?
They're ferries to the main arc.
Oh, I see.
So they're like little mini arcs.
Okay.
And so the object of the game, though, is not to get points. So you start out with 0 points. And you're going to have 8 cards in your hand. Verify that, will you?
I sure will.
And you'll see there's different animals. And there's female, which is shown here in pink, and male. And whoever manages to play all their cards first in the different ferries wins that round. And so you're trying to get rid of your hand. And you don't want animals with tears, because that means they didn't get to the ark. And so this represents Noah's tears. So the panda is worth 4 points. Remember, you don't want points. And it's basically, you can only put up to 21 points of animals on an arc. So the elephant's very heavy with 10. The panda's worth 4. Giraffe 3. Bear 7. Cat 2. Rhinoceros is 9. The parrot 0, which is an easy card to play, but it's worth 2 tiers if you have it left. Now here's some special cards. The snail is a hermaphrodite. You can play it as a female, or flip it to be a male. You have the giraffe, which means you can look at your opponent's hand. It's worth 8. You have the woodpecker. So this will change a boat from a 21 to a 13. So if there's already 14 points worth of animals on that ferry, you can't play the woodpecker. The lion allows you'll draw a card randomly. This little icon here, randomly from another opponent, and then you give your opponent a card of your choice from your hand. And the donkey, Noah doesn't move. Now, Noah doesn't move after you play it. So this is how the basic game works. So I have 8 cards. I play a donkey here. Well, let me first show a regular card. So I play an elephant here. And when you play a female, Noah goes either to the left or right. So if this is a 2-player game, I would maybe put it here. And then Julie would play a card from her hand. So let's say she plays a female tigress. So she can decide to make it come back here or have it go here. Now, if she makes it come back here, I have a choice. Either I have to play all females, or I play, in other words, I'll make this a female ferry, or I have to do alternating female and males. So let's say I play a male. So now, because a donkey, it stays here, Noah stays here, Julie must play a card that's not more than 5, because you can't exceed 21. But let's say Julie doesn't have a good card to play, and I got to find one that would mess her up. Let's say she plays a bear. So now she's exceeded 21. So what happens is she has to take all the cards, into her hand, and then she gets to play any card she wants. So let's say she plays this elephant again, and then it would be my turn. Now, if you did play a male, say I played the lion, it goes to the opposite here or here. That's what these little arrows do. Now, let's say you do manage to play exactly 21. So we make this a male boat. All males. I got to find a male. So say Julie on her turn, she manages to play the card that makes it 21 exactly. The fairy sails away. Because it's the first fairy, she gets to get rid of one card in her hand. Let's say she gets rid of this, and then another fairy comes up. Now the second fairy that sails away, that player can get rid of 2 cards. So again, you're trying to get rid of your hand, and then whoever has cards left counts another tier. So say Julie played all of her cards, and I had these 2 cards left. It would be worth 2 points because it's 2 tiers, and so I would be 2 points to Julie's 0. Julie's winning because you want to have the least amount of points. So this is another race game where you're trying to hit target numbers, not exceed 21.
I just wanted to tell you that depending on how many players are playing, you will remove animals with, like if it's a 2 to 3 players, you remove all animals with the 4+ and 5+ mark.
Right.
And 4 players, you remove all animals with the 5+ mark. And if you're playing with 5 people, you play with all the animals.
Right. So there is cards I'm not showing here that you would remove. So this would be all the cards you'd have for a 2-player game, and there's additional cards for a third, for a 4 and 5 player game.
Right.
All right. So let's take a look at what we liked about the game.
Okay. Do you want me to go first,
Yes.
Rennie? All right. Well, the pictures, as you saw, are just so cute, real adorable. I do find it an interesting concept of, getting to play Noah in a sense. You get to match up your animals. It's a different way to play 21. I'm used to playing blackjack, and this is just a fun, different, take on that, I think. It is pretty fast, even though I think you said it takes 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think it takes that long.
I think it goes a lot faster than that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 30 minutes if you have more people, but for just you and I playing it, it goes pretty quick.
It take 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because you play about 3 rounds, if I remember.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And it can be frustrating at times, though, when you are really having your hand certain cards and you think you're going to play them a certain way. And, David will put something else down and totally mess you up. It's kind of like, oh, man. But it's not like super frustrating. It's a fun little game.
Right, and it is 3 rounds, like I just looked it up.
It is, okay.
So to me, the theme works. It has a nice math connection. So when I do my games that have educational merit, someday this would be one of the better math games for a family. It would be difficult to use in the classroom because it has enough complicated rules. But if you were to use it in an after-school program or in small group work, yes, it would be great. So there are surprising decisions. So in other words, you don't know what the opponent's going to play, and they might play a special card, or because you play a male or a female card, it goes in a direction. Now, there's one rule I did not mention. If you manage to play, so this is where the cool surprises come in. So if I play if a lion's already here, and I happened to play a tigress, right here.
You mean a lioness?
A lioness, yes. I get to go again when you match races. So I forgot to explain that rule. So that's one way to get rid of cards real quick. So let's say Noah's already here. I play the tigress. I get to go again because remember when you play
In the lioness.
The lioness, and then you go here and I could put something here and there. And then so you can get repeat plays if you manage to play your cards right with matching races.
That's nice.
So there are some religion connections for those who are religious. For us, we are religious, but we're not that religious enough that for instance, this would be great for a Sunday school program, which we don't belong to, but for someone that is interested in that, this would be great to play on Sunday school with young people. However, there's a lack of player control. Maybe it's too random. So sometimes it's too surprising. And you're kind of like, well, I got dealt a bad hand, and the game doesn't go your way. There might be a little bit too much luck.
Yeah.
So one thing that we forgot to do is to show you how the game plays. So
that's right.
So this will show right here how it plays. So here we are. We have the 5 fairies, and we start Noah in a random spot. We look at our 8 cards. And we try to come up with some strategy. Now, at first, since we hadn't played in a while, we forgot to use the special cards.
We did.
That's like, oh yeah, that's right. Second round we played. Yeah, we got to remember to use the special abilities. So here I'm playing an elephant, and I moved it to the right. So Julie must play there.
And you moved it to the right because it was a female.
Right.
And now I get to pick whatever I want to put.
So Julie's
there.
trying to come up with some strategy based on the cards that you have.
Correct.
So she's playing a giraffe.
That's not a giraffe.
I'm sorry, a kangaroo. And she's moving it there. So she moved it to the right again. So let's see how the game develops here, progresses here. So what happened? Did we sail? Did one sail away? Let's see.
I don't.
Yeah, see right there.
Yes.
I equaled
You made
21. So I wonder why I didn't have it sail away. Did I
Because
forget
it
to add it?
doesn't. 14, 15, 16, 17. That's only 18.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
I'm mistaken. Okay, so it went back there. And
So
do I have enough? Do I have a female 3?
Yes, you do.
I did. I had a female 3. And it sailed away.
Yep,
And I get to get rid of a card
that's correct.
because of that.
And then you put a new fairy down too.
Right. And now I only have one card left. Oh, actually, you get to give it to your opponent. That's right. I forgot.
Oh,
You don't discard it. You give it to your opponent. And because I played a female 3, I get to move Noah there.
lucky.
And then I only have one card left. So Julie knows that this could be her last play, depending on, she doesn't know what kind of card I have.
Nope. But I just saw on the camera that was pink, so.
So she played a 1. It goes left or right. So unfortunately, I'm probably going to be able to get rid of it.
No matter what.
Well, I happen to have a female. Now, if I had a male, that would have messed me up. And so Julie went up 3 points because she had animals with 2 in 1 tier.
Well, it wouldn't have messed you up because.
No, because if it was a, oh, that's right, because
it
I could do
wouldn't-
male
you
on
could
male.
do male or male.
So either
Yeah.
way, I was going to
You-
go out.
Yeah.
Because there was only one card there. So you either
Right.
go make it all male or male female or all female. So I would
Right.
have been able to go out no matter what.
Yep. And you did.
All right, so let's take a look at how it connects to the theme here.
Okay. Oh, I like doing this. This has been something fun.
All right, so did Noah have fairies? Well, not that I was able to find in the research. So basically, this is trying to come up with an excuse to have
Cute animals.
5 different boats, and so it is a little pasted on theme. Okay. So I don't know of any evidence that Noah used fairies to get
I never
animals
heard of that.
on the ark.
Never.
So there's the answer to that. So don't take the game too serious here.
No, it's a very light game.
Yeah, it's a light game.
Just enjoy it for what it is and have fun. And I think little kids would really, not too little, obviously, but younger kids, maybe 6th or 7th.
Yeah,
grade?
if you 7-year-olds and up, just like it said.
Yeah,
All right, so I rated a 7, usually willing to play, but you liked it more than I do.
I do. I think it's just really cute, and I do like playing blackjack. So I like doing the 21, and I think it's just a fun way to do it. I like it.
So we've only played it one time since we've been keeping track for the last 2 years on Board Game Geek, but when we first got it, we played it a bunch of times.
We did.
We weren't tracking it. So again, it's a good game. I do recommend it, but you like it more than I do.
I do, but that's okay. There are certain games you like more than I do too.
Right, so there you go. That's Noah. And we hope that you enjoyed this segment, and please
Thanks.
subscribe.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.